They say they are natural. They whisper like a prayer, like a confession wrapped in protein powder. I am natty bro clean. Pure. No needles, just rice and discipline. And I believe them. I wanted to believe. I looked at their shredded bodies, veins like subway maps, abs like Roman tiles, and thought maybe I just need more broccoli. Maybe I am the problem. So I tried. I went full monk mode. Chicken, rice, sleep, train, repeat. No drugs, no booze, no processed thoughts. I tracked everything. Macros, steps, REM cycles, bowel movements, spiritual doubt. I was clean. So clean I started judging others. I became the worst thing possible. A natty with a superiority complex. But then it hit me. I was doing everything right. And still looked like a stressed out potato with gym membership debt. Meanwhile, this guy in the corner who eats gas station tuna and lifts like he is punishing the bar looks like a Greek statue photoshopped by God. And he says he's natural. Of course he is. So natural he sweats testosterone and cries creatine. Then I looked deeper. The signs were there. Acne like tactical freckles. Traps that touch his ears. Delt shaped like war crimes. A voice 2 octaves too high or too low, depending on cycle day. And I asked him point blank, bro, are you enhanced? He said, nah man, just hard work and Jesus. That is when I knew this was a religion. Steroids were forbidden fruit. And he was at him with a needle behind his back. Natural bodybuilding is not fitness. It is performance art. A tragic comedy where everyone lies to everyone, including themselves. You stand on stage oiled up in tiny trunks flexing under judgmental lighting, while 5 men in suits debate how symmetrical your glutes are. That is not sport. That is ancient Rome with protein shakes. They say it is about health, but they will sniff ammonia and dry scoop pre-workout that makes your kidneys cry. They say it's about longevity, but they inject fat burners in parking lots next to Planet Fitness. They say it's about discipline, but they are just addicted to validation and chicken breast sadness. I trained with a natty for 6 weeks. He taught me how to lift like a zealot and eat like a monk. I got leaner, angrier, hornier. My dreams were protein-coated nightmares. I could smell glycogen. I lost friends, gained bicep veins, and still looked like a before picture. He said I just needed more time. I said I need therapy. He said that is weakness. I said, okay, father. I left the cult after a posing session that felt more like group trauma bonding. I stood there flexing in front of a mirror next to a guy who whispered my macros are my morality. I snapped. I needed balance. Sanity. So I searched liver support and found levercure.com, and for the first time I felt seen. Now when someone says they are natty, I smile. I nod, and I check their nipples for gyno. I do not judge. I just observe, because I too was a believer once. But now I am free. Free to laugh. Free to grow. Free to know that most shredded people are just walking chemistry experiments in denial. This is Kotzki Fickmann, and I am here to say amen, but pass the prosamine.